Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to make a short video on the tactical arena and which heroes are best for your lineup. Now everyone has different skills and stuff like that, and we'll be going over which ones are the best for your frontline and backline. But before we begin, if you guys can leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to comment below which team you're using in the tactical arena. So without further ado, let us begin. The tactical arena is going to be on your top left of your mansion. Now I believe you guys can unlock it at around mansion level 10. You'll be able to unlock the kill house, which you can use to access the tactical arena. As you can see, that's my lineup to the left, but I'm only using pretty much my strongest characters, but I'll be showing you guys just soon enough which I think are the best for your lineup. So let us begin with our frontline. Alright, for our first frontline character, I'd like to bring up Marvin. Now Marvin is great as he is a defense character, and he has his ability Barricade. Deploys a barricade at the designated area. The barricade has HP equal to 36% of Marvin's HP and defense. This is at level 3, so it can go up to 48%. Now this is great because in tactical arena you can have it's great to have the barrier out there in the field. It can distract other heroes from shooting your actual characters. They'll start shooting your barricade instead, which is fantastic for keeping Marvin alive. He also has this pushback ability, but that's only that's in certain cases if your enemy is using like Tyrone or something, because he is a melee character, so he has to get in your face. But other than that, this barricade ability is pretty much the best thing you can have in your frontline. Now for your second frontline character, I would recommend Mark, as he has his ability Guard. Assumes a guard stance for 5 seconds, reducing damage by 60%, and cannot attack while guarding. Well, 60% is an incredible amount of damage reduction, and that can go up to 80%, and then the cooldown can also go down to 10 seconds. That is amazing for just to have someone out there who can tank damage, and your backline can keep dealing damage. So just like Marvin's barrier, he's going to be able to stay out there a little longer because of this skill. Now his other skills, Suppress and Catch Breath, they aren't so good, I would say. If the other player is using Tyrone or something, the Suppress ability would be great for counterattacks, but other than that, only his Guard ability would be very useful. But like I said, as long as he's out there in the front and using this ability, he should be able to tank enough damage for your backline to deal more damage to your enemy. Alright, now moving on to our backline, I do recommend Jill Valentine. Her rail gun, fires a rail gun in a straight line, dealing damage equal to 1,438% of your attack. Sorry, that's for level 2, and that can go up to 2,376%. Now this is amazing for one-shotting your enemy characters. So this is someone you're going to want to use in your backline, as well as the grenade launcher. Every 12 seconds fires a grenade launcher at enemies, dealing damage equal to 75% of attack in a circular area. Affected enemies are burned, taking continuous damage equal to 75% of attack per second for 5 seconds. Now that's for level 2. So the initial damage can go up to 124%, and as well the burn damage can also do the same amount. So this is pretty good for continuous damage on your enemies. And then she also has Delta Force. Every 10 seconds increases the attack of all allies by 6.3% for 8 seconds. That can go up to 10.5%, which is amazing for buffing your characters in the backline. And for a alternative from Jill, I would recommend Barry. He has the ability Fanning Shot, rapidly fires 6 bullets, each dealing damage equal to 261% of your attack. So that does a lot of damage pretty fast. It's a burst damage, I would say. He also has Speed Loader, which increases his attack speed. So he'll be dishing out lots of damage in quick succession. And then right here, Battle Veteran increases normal damage attack by 51%, all the way up to 67 once maxed out, which should be easy because the Barry Burton event was able to get you lots of Barry files. I have him, let's see, that didn't mean to press that. There you go, almost 5 stars. So you should be able to get him pretty high up and pretty strong for your attack. Now, for another character for your backline, I do recommend Claire, as she has the minigun barrage. Of course, fires 60 bullets in a straight line, each dealing damage equal to 23% of an attack. Of course, that's for level 2, and that can go up to 39%. Now, that does a lot of damage, but her main focus is going to be her spark shot, which able to, let's see, every 20 seconds fires a spark shot at an enemy, dealing damage equal to 115% of her attack and stunning them for 3 seconds. That is the most important part. Stunning. When you can stun an enemy's character from doing anything, they could stop them from doing their abilities, and then they'll have to wait until a whole nother 5-10 seconds, whenever it is, for their cooldown for the abilities. So this is a great thing to have for your lineup. And then again, the stun target explodes after 3 seconds, dealing 477% AoE damage. This is great. And then fired focus on normal attack. Claire's attack increases by 1.9% for 12 seconds. This can stack up 12 times. Now that's amazing. Let's see, 12 times what? Almost 2%. That's like 24, almost 24% max. So again, an amazing backline character. And for an alternative for Claire, I do recommend Murphy. His skill for God of Shooting targets the legs of all enemies in the fan-shaped area, dealing damage equal to 363% of attack and reducing their movement speed by 30%. Now this one's not so useful, as well, he doesn't shoot that far with this one. This is more used for your survival against like zombies. However, his ability Headshot every 12 seconds deals a damage equal to 725% of attack and stuns the enemy for 2 seconds. Again, this is level 3, so that's why the attack is so high. But the stunning is, again, very important. You want to be stunning your enemies, that way they cannot be dealing damage. And then his ability Snipe, which is very good on normal attack, has a 25% chance to deal damage equal to 145% of attack. That ignores defense to a single enemy. Now, if your enemy team is using Mark in the front, you obviously his defense stat is super high, and when he's using his guard ability, he's gonna be pretty much unkillable. But with the snipe attack, or snipe skill, sorry, he's gonna be able to go right through that defense and deal so much damage. Now to Mikhail, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I've already done a deep dive on Mikhail and why I think he is amazing for Tactical Arena. If you guys want to see that video, I'll put that down in the description, a link to the video. But let's just go right through his skills really quickly. Barrel explosion, throws a barrel forward in a straight line. If it hits an object, it explodes, dealing damage in a circular area equal to 712% of attack. Now that's for level 1, but that can go all the way up to 1,356%. That can go ahead and destroy the barriers that your backline characters use immediately. That way they have no type of defense in the back. And then we have his last stand. Increases attack speed by 0.5% for every 1% health HP lost. Now that's for level 2, of course, and that can go all the way up to 0.8%. Now this is great for his DPS, being able, the weaker he gets or the more HP he loses, the faster his attack speed is. So this is really good for end of battle. If it's just 1-in-1, the closer he gets to death, the faster he can deal damage, probably winning you the end of the game. But this one right here is probably the most important. This is probably the best ability for Tactical Arena. If you don't have Mikhail in your lineup, I super recommend that he's in there, because frontline heroes have their attack speed increased by 12.5% and defense by 23%. Now that's for level 2, and that can go up to 20% for the attack increase and 40% to the defense increase, which is amazing. I highly recommend that you level this up for him if you want to do very well in Tactical Arena. And last but not least, I do recommend Tyrell. Now he has this ability, Auto Turret, deploys a turret that automatically attacks enemies in range. The turret has attack equal to 12% of Tyrell Patrick's attack and HP equal to 20% of his max HP. Now that can go all the way up to 22.8% for his attack, or the attack of the turret, and the HP can go up to 38%. So this is amazing. This is like Marvin's barrier, where the enemy has to be attacking something else other than your heroes. So this could potentially keep your heroes alive longer by having the enemy focus on something else. And then another amazing thing, allies near the auto turret gain 10% attack. This effect does not stack. However, it can go all the way up to 20%. So anyone near the turret already boosts up a 20% attack, which is amazing and can really help your heroes deal more damage. And then last but not least, he has the electromagnetic field. When the auto turret takes damage, it emits an electric pulse, dealing damage equal to 124% of the attack to enemies in the circle area and stunning them for 2.5 seconds. Again, this is more for Tyrone, because he has to get in its face, obviously, because I believe he's the only melee character in the game. So if he were to hit the turret himself, he would get stunned. But other than that, I wouldn't really worry about that. Now, there are other characters like Catherine, who can increase the defense of all allied units by 35%. And that can go all the way up to 66.5%, but her other abilities are not so great. You don't have to go through them. She does have the flamethrower. She is able to burn other people, but as we saw with Jill, she has a much better ability. And then with Brad, he also has the Coward's Instinct. As you can see, he every 15 seconds increases the defense of allies by 42%. Now that's amazing, but 15 seconds is just too long. Sometimes heroes can be dead within the first 15 seconds. So by the time the defense pops up on your heroes, you might lose 2 heroes already. So you kind of want to have those defenses right away. And then for Robert Kendo, he has the ability Fire Support, increases the attack of all allied units by 10%, able to get that by 20%. Again, he has an alright kit. I would not really invest in him if you're just going for Tactical Arena. because these abilities are subpar at most. Again, the only one really worth using is fire support. But then again, with Tyrell's turret, it's a much better ability to have than using Kendo. Alright, so that is it for the video. What do you guys think about the skills of these heroes? Are they useful in the game, or are they pretty much garbage for Tactical Arena? You guys let me know in the comments and tell me which lineup you're using. Obviously, I have my highest leveled characters all in the bottom and my own team, but when everyone is maxed out in stars, I'm gonna start rearranging them the way I recommended in the video. Alrighty, so this is the end of the video. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment. Make sure to leave a like and let me know what other videos you'd like to see next. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.